Hey everybody, it's Cars Illustrated and we're back at Portland International Raceway to test this, the 2015 Ford F150 with a 3.5 liter EcoBoost turbocharged V6. We're gonna see how it does from start to finish. The video starts right now. I'm Dennis Pittsenbarger, test pilot extraordinaire for Cars Illustrated magazine with my good friend Ryan Volk from Mayhem Custom. Say hello, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Perfect. This guy is the one I wanted to bring in for a turbocharged setup. He does everything from ZR1s to a GTR with how much horsepower? 1,800 horsepower. So why not get a guy that can get 1,800 horsepower of a GTR, try to get power out of an F-150 with an EcoBoost? Think we can do that with this truck?
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. All right, this is gonna be our base run. I'm not gonna do anything to the car at all. I'm just gonna line up and go. I'm not gonna load the converter up. I'm not even gonna put the transmission in sport mode, and we should be good to go.
Do it.
All right. All right, for our baseline testing, my first run was a 15.111 at 92.22 miles an hour with, is that a good reaction time? Yeah, I didn't think so either. Mike Maddox from Mayhem Customs as well. Then I got it down to a 14.97 at 91 and then 14.98 at 91. So, but is it slipping when I'm coming out?
It's slipping, yeah.
All right, so why don't we do this? I didn't realize you could actually lock the differential on this thing. So we're gonna lock the differential. We'll take 10 pounds out of each rear tire, see where that gets us, right guys?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, look at that, I finally turned a light.
That's awesome.
A .002. That cut a tenth off the time. That's 14.667 at 92. Not too shabby.
But you still can't fucking drive.
Go, let's see what you can do. He ain't gonna do. 6, and he just ran a what?
15.3.
A 15.3. Ryan is fired. That reaction time. Dude, did you have a sandwich before you were eating? Believe me, he's a lot better driver than that. We're giving him some crap. We love him over at Mayhem Customs. But the thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna take and we're gonna go to the slicks. Now the thing that's important about the slicks to understand is that these tires that are on the car are 31-inch tall tires. The slicks are 28 inches tall. So what that does is it changes the rear end ratio dramatically. What was the rear end difference from 331 to a 380? So it's basically like putting steeper rear end gears out of it. It should shoot it out of the hole a lot harder. And with the slicks and the traction, I think we should get at least a couple tenths out of the first run. So we'll run it that way a couple times and see where it leads us. Obviously, you can see the difference in the ride height of the two tires. Obviously, the slick being a slick will get all the traction it can, and that difference in height is going to make it a lot different on the rear end ratio. Like Ryan had said, from a 331 to a 380, we should come out of the hole a lot quicker 60-foot times.
Like this 2015
About 8? No, like it just died. This all of a sudden didn't want to run. All right, we found out that the engineers at Ford did not want us to drag race an F-150 because they made it that when you set the electronic diff lock, that it made it between the two front and rear tire sizes that it wanted to crap out basically at about 80 miles an hour. The problem? Solvable. You lock the diff on the launch, you unlock at about the 60-foot mark, and I got all the way to the end. Now we got a couple more runs to make and see if we can squeeze it down close to the 14.
Purging the nitrous solenoid here, and then we need to engage the nitrous switch from inside the truck. We're going to purge it without that off there. Just with the car off, just open the bottle.
So what do you think? Stock tires?
I need to put stock tires back on and try it.
Drop 10 pounds and we'll just hit it, right?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, well, our experiment to go to slicks failed miserably, unfortunately. It's all on Ford, it's your fault. Well, I'm dropping the pressure in the tire. It'll have a little bit more of a contact patch when you take off from the line. Jam the throttle right up the line, the tire's a little bit of a sidewall flex. You see it obviously on big dragsters. much more evident, you know, on a wrinkle wall drag, but even on a street radial like this, it'll have a little bit of give, and that little bit of give will put the traction on the ground rather than just spinning the tires. All right, everybody, I think this is gonna be our last run. We're gonna take it out and see what we can do. We've dropped down the air pressure quite a bit on the stock tires, and hopefully it won't mess around with the computer and Ford engineering trying to say don't drag race it. But I think we got one more good run in it. See what we can do. All right, well, our cubic inches in a bottle, the fuse is blown, so we got one more run because I'm gonna get this thing down the track one way or the damn other. Bleep that.
It's got a 5 watt, which is nothing. It needs a 25 watt fuse in there.
It blew the fuse like 3/4 on the track. I knew there was something wrong about that.
Same time, same speed, every single time.
All right, here's the bottom line. If you are a lover of Ford products and you want to go drag racing, don't buy an F-150. It's a great vehicle. It's a bargain in the small truck market for 55 grand for all the amenities. It's big, it's roomy, it's 4-wheel drive. It can do anything except for pull some decent quarter-mile times. Now, we did get it down in the low 14s, but unless you get some major tuning done on this thing, which I've seen people do, better best buy a Mustang and leave it at that. We want to thank everyone from Cars Illustrated. We also want to thank our friends Ryan Volk over at Mayhem Customs, of course our friends at Ford Motor Company, and everyone out there, make sure and check it out, carsillustrated.com, or check out our Facebook and Instagram pages. Just look up Cars Illustrated. We'll see you in the next video. I'd rather just be driving the CR1, but Chevrolet won't give me one yet. Wrap my legs around a big piece of rubber.